Good morning. It is almost sunrise, as I'm sure you can see, and I am getting ready to enjoy that sunrise. The alpenglow is going to be gorgeous. I mean, it already is. Like, ooh, a mosquito. There's like one mosquito who's been, I got him. Ha! There's been one mosquito who's been trying to harass me, which, you know, once again, I'm not gonna complain, it's one mosquito. Anyway, getting ready to get up and enjoy the sunrise. So I'm gonna go on the rocks up there to catch, because the sun rises like right about there behind Prusik, and I want to be able to get the full view. But oh my gosh, waking up in this, just surrounded by some of the most beautiful mountains in the state, is it's crazy. Like, I wasn't feeling great last night, and just waking up this morning and seeing these mountains that made me feel a lot better. And I'm feeling pretty good. First, we get ready for the sunrise to put on a show. Well, there you have it. That is an Enchantment sunrise, and oh my gosh, yeah, no, sunrise here is, you're doing it wrong if you're not waking up for sunrise here, is all I'm saying. It is beautiful the way the light hits all these peaks behind me, and then it rises right behind the temple in Prusik and just makes this valley glow. Oh my god, one of my favorite things, and it did not let me down. I'm gonna descend back to camp and get some shots down at the lake, and then start packing up to head into the upper core for the rest of the day's activities. Heading out of camp and back up towards Asgard Pass and the upper core. Saying goodbye to this camp and moving on.
So I'm not feeling up to climbing any peaks, but I am going to climb up the ridge leading towards Enchantment Peak to get an awesome view. I think right on top of this thing, I'll be able to get a really cool looking view of the entire core enchantments, because I want to get a really cool view and get on top of something before I leave.
Gosh, the view is already amazing. I've only gained a couple 100 feet and look, so many lakes. This really gives you an idea of like the whole system of the enchantments. Like isolation flows down into Oil Run and then into the Snow Creek lakes. There's the waterfall, so I can actually see where I camped. So that little spot right there, that is where my tent was earlier. And oh my god, these mountains are amazing. Whew. Almost gained the ridge. This has been a pretty easy walk up so far, so I am having a blast. Woohoo! I gained the ridge. Now, it should be a pretty easy walk up until the final approach. The views I have already earned from this are truly, oh my god. They're like some hidden lakes you can't see from the main trail that you can see from up here. What? Oh my god, this is awesome. I can think of literally no better place for a comprehensive tour of the enchantments than this point. You can see everything. So I'm gonna give the tour, and of course the wind kicks up when I do that, but ah well. All right, so we're gonna start looking north-ish. This is Dragon Tail Peak. This dip here is Asgard Pass. And then you can see like a Bonanza Peak. You can see Glacier Peak over here behind this point. You can see so many beautiful mountains. And then coming around here, this is Cannon Mountain. This is Enchantment Peak, which is a crazy looking peak up close. And then this one here, this is Prusik Peak, and the whole ridge there is the temple. And then here we have the middle enchantments. That is Perfection Lake down there. And then Inspiration Lake as well in Leprechaun. And then down into that valley, that's where you descend to go into Snow Lakes out that way. This is McClellan Peak. This is Little Annapurna. And this is the whole Dragon Tail Little Annapurna Ridge. And that is Isolation Lake and Lake Regenleaf. All the lake names here have kind of a Nordic sound to them, so they're kind of hard to pronounce. And then Mount Stewart back at the pass. I mean, like, you can't get, this is a kind of a cool spot because it literally is the middle of the enchantments, so you can see like all the famous spots and sites. It's really quite amazing getting to see it all from up high. This is a high point on the Enchantment Peak Ridge, and it definitely is a good option if you don't want to do any crazy scrambling. And I am quite satisfied with this view. I think my favorite part is looking this way, because you don't get to see this or this crazy drop off unless you come up here, and it just is so remote. Like, oh my gosh, the scale of this is so hard to capture. But that is, oh man, this is so good. I'm so happy I did this. All right, I have come to a decision. I made it back down to my pack. No mountain goats tried to get at it, so I'm happy. But I made a decision that I think is probably the right one. I am going to head out today. However, I have something very important to do before I leave. But yeah, I do need to get out and get in contact with my doctor, so whew. It's going to be a long day, but I think it's going to be a lot more fun than heading out last time, because I'm not going to be accosted by mosquitoes. Like, just getting to enjoy this place without being eaten alive has been like more than I could have asked for. But yeah, so I have something I have wanted to do in the enchantments for a very long time, and I'm going to make it happen today. So we'll see what it is. I'm gonna head over to Asgard Pass. Well, here it is. Behind me is Mist Pond, and something I've always wanted to do, because this is one of my favorite spots, is swim in Mist Pond. It has always been too cold or the wrong time of year for it, or the mosquitoes were too bad, but I am getting this off my list because I have wanted to swim in this for so long, and it is so beautiful. So, and this will probably help. It'll cool me down, make me feel good before I have to descend Asgard Pass, but I am going to go swimming in Mist Pond. I'm so excited, although it's going to be really cold. Now that I've waded in the water, I think I'm gonna call wading in Mist Pond good, because I think I might go into hypothermic shock if I dove into this. This is it is beyond freezing. Oh my god. It feels really good though, but I don't think it would be safe for me to swim in this by myself. But oh my gosh, just getting to touch the water is awesome. And I'm gonna do a little bit more exploring here before I get ready to go. Just look at this water. You can see the glacial till swirling. It's like this kind of milky substance, and that is fed directly from that glacier back there. This is about as pure source water as you can get, and it's cold. I am happy I got to experience Mist Pond close up, and that is really all I need. Oh my gosh, that is some of the most beautiful water I've ever seen, and you just can't beat these peaks. Like, come on. I don't know. Of all the lakes in the Enchantments, I think this one is the most magical. It just, wow. Just wow. All geared up and at the top of Asgard Pass, and I am going to begin the descent. I'm hoping I can descend this in 2 hours. I do not know how long it took me last time. It was kind of a blur, so we'll see. This is not going to be fun. This is probably going to, I don't recommend going down Asgard Pass. It's doable. It's very doable, but not fun. I'm probably not going to film too much of that. Once I get back down to Kolchak, it'll be pretty smooth sailing from there, but this next couple hours are going to be intense. I gotta say, this is probably my favorite view of Kolchak. You can see the whole lake, and then you have this line of trees leading down to it. I think it's really pretty for photography and stuff. Oh man. And it's teardrops shaped. I made it down Asgard Pass, and I'm now at Kolchak Lake, and oh my gosh, it feels incredible to be on a flat dirt path and have shade. Oh my goodness. If I look like a mess, it's because this is what you look like after you descend Asgard Pass in the middle of the day. Whew. But oh my gosh, this shade is so, oh my gosh, this is like a luxury now. And I'm gonna take a break when I get to the far side, and then get ready for the hike out. Have about 4.5 miles back to my car, and I feel very relieved. The hardest part is behind me. I just have to grind on a nice easy trail now. Oh my goodness. And I absolutely made the right decision. It's always a bummer to cut plans short, but I'm absolutely making the right decision here, so I feel pretty good about that. I'll be out in time to make the calls I need to make, so that'll be good. But yeah, just enjoying this shade. Oh. I am almost at the bottom of the climb of the switchbacks that lead up to Kolchak, and after this it is a easy flat 2 miles back to the car. It is nice to be in the forest again. I am tired, but energy levels are pretty good, like as far as my body goes. Doing okay, not feeling like a zombie, so that's good. But just get to kind of relax, and I'll be very happy when I see that car. I made it back to the parking lot and I am beat, although I made it in better time than I was hoping, but I gotta get going. I got a bit of a drive ahead of me and I gotta get back into service. So I will wrap this up tomorrow, but this was amazing. The enchantments never let me down, but I'll wrap up and with more thoughts tomorrow when I'm a little bit more composed. Made it out alive. So I survived backpacking for the second time in the enchantments, and wow, it is a challenging place, but it is so worth it. I got all my health stuff taken care of and I am feeling much better now. I absolutely made the right call cutting it a day short, but that certainly didn't take away from the experience. It was beautiful, and I'm not going to go on for too long because I like to let the footage do the talking. These mountains are stunning, and just getting to spend a full uninterrupted 24 hours and see the sunset and see the sunrise and, you know, really take a moment with some of these places is really what makes being able to backpack here so special. And like I said, the enchantments always deliver. So I was really fortunate. I was very lucky with the weather and the bug situation this year. So it really was a very fun backpacking trip. And I still have some things I want to do in the enchantments, but I continue on to other backpacking trips I have planned for the summer and many other alpine adventures. Thank you so much for watching, and here are my favorite pictures from the trip. Enjoy.